once more.
As here comes Gonzaga, as Edwards leading the trainees. Back to go all the way around the outside, but he's done it before. He's late the brakes into Ascari. He gets it stopped in time and he takes that goal. saga. You see Edwards leading the trainees. Back to go all the way around the outside, but he's done it before. He's late in the brakes into Ascari. He gets it stopped in time, and he takes that penalty in resistance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Radical Race Series for the Battle of the Radicals from round 2 from Suzuka. Not round 1, as it says on the screen. It is round 2. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Mr. Jim Cunningham, who's going to come along for the ride here this evening as well. Round 1 went to Mugello. And a very interesting one, indeed it was. Simon Edwards leading the SR10s at the moment. James Barry, George Gonzaga, Solly Wrighton and Bruno Vitorino. Then Jamie Bird taking the win in the SR8s with Mike Brousson, Heinz Braun, Felix Simoes, Ollie Gullickson, Nelson Moreira, Phil Glover, Emmanuel Mandica, João Limage, Dominic Paella, Patricia Gomez Silva, Robert Nobles and Stefan Mellish rounding out the table. We are just literally coming in towards the end of quali at the moment. We've got 2 races up for you this evening. Race number 1 is 8 laps. Race number 2 is 13 laps here this evening. It's going to be very, very interesting indeed and exciting, I'm sure, as we are at Suzuka. This amazing circuit at 3.6 miles, 5.807 kilometers in length. We've got great corners such as Spoon, and we've got the 130R and 200R as well. There's a lot to come out of Suzuka. That first corner is going to be very, very interesting indeed as well. We'll see how they get on with the BOP. What takes shape here as well? Who's going to come out the top? Is it going to be an SR8? Is it going to be an SR10? We've got a lot more SR8s here this evening as well. We've got 7, I believe, on the racetrack. So we're going to find out which one comes to the top. Good evening, Jim and JP the boss. Says pop in YouTube chat. Good evening, Mr. I believe that's Mr. Paul LeMay, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
I believe so. I think it is.
No, that's not Paul LeMay. That is.
It's somebody we know.
Yeah, it's one of the. It's one of the racing team. The Marshalls Orange Racing Team guys.
I don't know. Let's see.
I'm horrible with names, but yes, it's one of the the Orange Racing Team guys.
Correct. It was Paul LeMay. I'm sure it was Paul LeMay.
Oh, it is Paul LeMay. Never mind then.
Well, he says correct. Now he says correct.
No, that's not Paul LeMay. Paul LeMay shows up as Paul LeMay, I'm sure.
All right. Well, we'll find out. Either that was Matty Richardson. Which one is it? Let us know in YouTube chat who you are.
Yes.
Here we go into the final 30 seconds of qualifying. You just heard Jim on the mic there as well. Jim, this is going to be an interesting one down at Suzuka.
Yes, great track. Obviously a very technical circuit, difficult, but at least it's not raining. I did get some information earlier in the week from Simon about the balance of these cars. We can talk about that a little bit here real quick. The SR8, when they were both left untouched, the SR8 was actually faster this week by a second. So they did some reductions to them, and they took the SR10's power down by 5%. We'll do the grid, then we'll talk about that while the race is going on.
Yeah, it is LeMay.
Oh, it is. Never mind. You're right.
Let's do the grid. In pole position is Mr. Simon Edwards alongside Sebastian Lipp. There for row number 1. In row number 2 is Mike Brousson in the SR8 with Heinz Braun in the SR10 in 4th place. Rolling on to row number 3, it is Kim Andre Bjorkland and Jamie Bird. That's an SR10, SR8 battle. Moving forward, we got Felix Simoes and Robert Woodward, both in the SR10. Then on from there is Josh Reed and Bruno Vitorino, again an all SR10 rope. And then on that is Phil Glover and Ray Peasley. Great to see Ray back on the grid, as Paul just said in your chat. Then we've got Paolo Brehm and Ollie Gullickson in 13th and 14th. Moving on is Steve Webb and Patricia Gomez Silva. And then on is Stefan Mellis with SME on the bottom, and then Robert Noble's the 4, because he's 4. Then Emmanuel Mandica and Dominic Pavera. They're around out 19 and 20. And then that is it there this evening as well. Great grid here. Simon Edwards taking pole position alongside Sebastian Lipp. Mike Buson in the SR8 alongside him in third. That's going to be an exciting battle, whether or not they can get these cars off the grid. There is Simon Edwards. He's ready to go. Where are you, Paul? Why are you not here this evening? God, I don't know. Part-timers as well. Sure. He'll probably tell me his hands are in or something like that. I don't possibly. Yeah, we'll find out when Paul lets me know, I'm sure. No, JP, I don't know, busy. Life.
He hasn't been racing this series much. It's mostly just the other one.
Yeah, 5 lights. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are green, green, green. Simon Edwards, he's going to lead the run down into turn number 1. Sebastian Lipp alongside him. Mike Buson still in that 3rd place, takes the inside line into the first quarter of turn number 1. And then up through the snake they go. There is Simon Edwards on the right-hand side in that traditional purple and pink. Mike Buson crawling all over the back of Sebi Lipp at the moment. Up through the S's they go here, and it's going to be a weave through. Simon Edwards is going to lead the way. Then Sebastian Lipp, then Mike Buson. There's a lot of higgledy-pigglies jumping around all over the place. There's the class splits at the moment. That's the overall. Kim Andre Bjorkian in third, then Josh Reed and Jamie Bird rounded out 5th and 6th. Great moving so far. Movers and shakers all over the place at the moment. People up and down the order. There's contact with Phil Glover and Robert Woodward. They're getting their argy-bargies. Into Degner 1 they go. Then coming into Degner 2. Phil manages to hold on. Woodward tucked in behind. Samo's in behind that as well. And Silver rounding out the 11th and 12th with Braun down there as well. Great start from Simon Edwards. Did what he had to do.
He did, yes, and apparently these guys back here have got their elbows out a little bit because they are still getting after it. And unfortunately, it looks like Ray Peasley might have had a little incident. We'll go back and check that when we get a chance.
Yeah, Mandika is out at the moment as well. Didn't go onto the grid, but Robert Woodward does pass Phil Glover. Same does Samo's as well. Off they go through the left-hander now, through Spoon, and it's that run down the back stretch. Simon Edwards still leading the way out in front with Sebi Lipp still sitting in 2nd place. But it's here at the moment. Jamie Bird has got a crawler. It's Heinz Braun, goes straight past Jamie Bird. Don't know if Jamie Bird's nose is working there. I've got a funny feeling that might be popping up at the moment.
Yeah,
we'll try and get the cameras in a little bit closer if we can, so we can have a look. But I've got a funny feeling there is no nose for Jamie Bird. Now it's going to be Simon Edwards leading the way. Currently down into turn 1. Sebi Lipp in behind him in 2nd. Mike Buson still holding on. Bird going through Casio. But you can see that run down to the there as well. Patricio Silva on the mix. He has just cleared. There's Phil Glover, and he's still running down now as well behind Heinz Braun. But Simon Edwards still leading the way. Robert Woodward still chasing down Samo's there once again. And Edwards still leading the field at the moment, Jim.
Yeah, a lot of these cameras are set out wide here for some reason.
Let's stick on TV1. We'll get a nice little close-up as they are on the run through. The left-hander of Dunlop now coming into Degner 1. It's going to be Simon Edwards is going to lead the way here now into Degner 2. Through he goes, big loads of gravel all over the racetrack. Mike Buson closing in as well, leading the SR8s at the moment. Bjorklund 1 second back behind him, still trying to close in. Here's Buson, the SR8 should be tighter, a lot better in the hairpin. Now it's going to be the run out on the right-hander at the moment. Through 200R we go, coming into that famous Spoon. But it's going to be the SR10 down the straight, Jim.
Yeah, and so to finish my thought from earlier, they reduced the power of the SR10 by 5% to kind of slow it down on the straights, and then they added 60 pounds to the SR8s, or 60 kilograms, I'm sorry, to the SR8s to slow up its cornering speed to try to balance the cars out. And 5% on the horsepower was about 23 horsepower that they removed from the SR10. And we can thank Simon Edwards for this information, which obviously helps us understand the balance of these vehicles a little better.
Welcome in, Sam. Thank you so much for your kind comments, dear sir. We will lose the logo up in the top right-hand corner very, very shortly. But it is Mike Buson chasing down Sebi Lip down into turn number 1. Currently at the moment, Lip trying to have a go at Edwards into first turn. Buson's really got no response for this SR10 in the straight, but he will have it in the corners. And now he closes up. This is Buson's opportunity. Up through the snake he goes. The SR8's got a lot more grip down through that section. As I say that, the back end decides that he wants to step out there for Mike Buson. Now through the right-hander they go, still rounding off the snake in through Dunlop, being careful not to hit the curb on the outside of Dunlop because you will end up taking a nice little trip through the gravel, let's say, into Degner 1. Again, this is where Buson closes in, Jim, but he just can't get close enough to make that overtake.
Yeah, it seems, the way they've got these cars balanced right now, they're just kind of drafting each other along here. And they do seem to have balanced pretty well. Let's take a look real quick back. Something just happened with Heinz Braun here. Let's see if we can, probably want to see it at full speed even.
Through the right-hander he goes. Does he have a bit of a slide coming in spoon? Oh, he's in the hairpin. Round he goes there.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Heinz Braun does carry on there as well. He has managed to hold on to that position. Heinz Braun currently at this moment in time sitting in 9th, but Edwards is leading away. Look at Buson tucked in behind Sebi Lip at the moment. He's going to be right on the back of him, but that SR10, he's going to pull away, but the SR8 will manage to hold on with the draft. Now he's got to close in, coming into Casio at the moment. Through the right-hander they go. Manages to hold on there, Sebi. Now through the left, now through the right again. This is Buson's opportunity. He's going to use the draft of the SR10. He's going to keep him right tucked in behind him all the way down into turn number 1. Let's see if we can have a look at the top speeds on the right-hand side. You'll see how fast Buson is going, but whether or not we can get it up before turn number 1, no, we cannot. Through he goes there as well, just drops right the way down. We'll keep it on the right-hand side. You can see just how fast Mike Buson's going, but Buson pushing hard in the SR10.
He is.
In the SR8, sorry.
Yes, he's in the SR8. He is pushing hard. He is, I've kind of described Mike as a bulldog here lately. He just, he just doesn't let go of you. He's so tough. He's so tough to compete against.
Yeah, absolutely. Tucked in behind Sebastian Lip. Through Dunlop they go on that run into Degner 1. You got Mr. Lip there in the black and white zebra stripes. Gets it a little bit wrong on the exit of Degner 1. Now he's under pressure for Degner 2 there. Now he's going to be looking. Is Buson going to make the move into the hairpin? Through the left-hander, he's going to try a little cheeky cut back. Here is Mike. Can't get it going now. He's going to be tucking in behind Sebi Lip at the moment. Through 130R they go. Now it's going to be the run round, 200R, sorry, round into the hairpin. Is he going to be able to make this here, Buson? No, he cannot get through here, Mike, but he's climbing all over the back of Mr. Lip here.
Yeah, at this point, based on what we're seeing here, I guess his strategy right now is just going to be to put a lot of pressure on him and try to get him to make a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's going to have to close right in. Simoes and Woodward still tucked in behind each other. Pavera, Bremer, Mellis still having a battle a little bit further down. Nobles has clearly had some drama. He's in pit lane at the moment. And Mr. Nobles there clearly had some incidents throughout this first opening 4 laps. We've got 4 laps to go here as well. And at the moment, Woodward can't get into Simoes. In fact, he's got to slow down. That's going to put an end to that battle. But look at Pavera, Bremer, Mellis, 13th, 14th, and 15th. They're literally side by side. Bremer and Pavera at this moment in time have swapped places. We're going to catch up with that one as soon as we can. It looks like there's been drama because Gullickson, Mellis has gone round as well. There's been an issue for Paolo Brem. Ray Parsley trying to close up. There's Stefan Mellis. That's going to all swap that order around at the moment. Gullickson and Brem are going to come out the final quarter side by side. It's going to be a straight drag. SR8 on the left. SR10 on the right. Is it going to be the 8? Is it going to be the 10? It is the 10 down into turn number 1. And Gullickson can't get through past Paolo Brem. Buson always goes well at Suzuka. He does, but the difference is, Paul, is can he finish it off? Because I still remember Watkins Glen, mate, when he was out in front by a country mile and went and stuck it in the wall at the chicane. So, for Mike. He's got to make sure he can get there. The Pavera in behind these guys and having this nice little battle. Nice little tiny battles all the way through the field, Jim.
There really are, yeah. And I tell you, sorry I missed getting down to this one. Mike's been driving really well lately. He's been on his game over the past few weeks in the different radical races that we see him in here on the channel. He's been really tough. He's been hard to pass. He makes that car really wide when he does make a pass. He's hard to get back around. Let's go back and let's see what happened to Nobles that put him in the pits real quick.
Oh, he's already on his own. Looks like he's already broken. Car's getting a little bit shaky here. Noble's just pulled straight over.
I don't know, yeah.
Stops it before turn one. Job done for Nobles. If we can have a look back at the Mellis Gullickson Vera situation and Paolo Brem. Do wonder what went on there as well, as Brem still holding on from the back. Gullickson still tucks in behind him. This is Gullickson and Ray Parsley. And Gullickson goes through. Not quite the one we want. We'll see if we can get back and have a look a little bit further back as well, because I'm not entirely sure what happened, but there was a big drama with Stefan Mellis. Ended up off the side of the circuit.
Maybe
so
here.
Keep an eye on this if we can. There is Mellis. He looked like he lost it all on his own.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was. Yeah, I think that
there
was.
It is, there.
No, that's.
That's Bremen.
Yeah, that's Bremen. Let me see. Here's what happened to Mellis. Separate from those incidents, I believe.
Yeah, there's Paolo Bremen. We can watch Mellis spin and then click straight down onto contact. Now switch straight down onto Pavera, and he and Brem has a little bit of an argy-bargy going into Casio. I think Pavera may have tapped Brem, gave him a little kiss on the rear end there, and which most people would be happy about, but probably not in racing. So there we go. Right, let's go back onto live pictures. We've got a battle up in front at the moment. Edwards is there, Lippy's there, Buson's there. They're all very close up front, Jim. On this one there, on board with Mike Buson, still coming into the left-hander, a spoon at this moment in time. Lip runs up a little bit wide. That's going to bring Buson into it. Buson in that famous black-red machine that he drives there for the SR8s, chasing down Sebi Lip in the black and white zebra stripes, chasing down the 8-time, 9-time, 10-time, I've lost count, of Simon Edwards in the purple and pink fade that he's had for so many years, as long as I can remember, and he's still out in front at the moment. But this is getting very, very interesting. Is this going to be a battle of tyres, do we think? Well, technically, we've only got 2 laps to go, Jim.
Maybe the second race, potentially a little more on the tires. I think, to be honest with you, I think that this is just a tough track to pass at for these cars. Sometimes combos work out where they can pass all over the place, and then you got other combos that just don't seem to lend itself to passing. And I think that's kind of where we're at right now. I think they're drafting each other around the track, and so we're not seeing that much action here as far as passes going, if it's not somebody making a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. We've now got Inner Racing TV in YouTube chat there as well. Mr. Gonzaga on that. Insert an inner as well, if it is George. So there we go. Let's see how this one pans out. We've only got about 1 more lap to go, as Felix Samos and Mr. Phil Glover battling away there as well. Phil's going to be loving Suzuka. It's a nice, flat, non-bumpy circuit. His motion simulator and his VR are not going to be rattling his teeth off as he goes up through the snake. And poor old Phil's the only man I know who ends up in a dentist after racing at Sebring, and he definitely comes out with his falsies. Anyway, Edwards still going at it with Lip currently. Through the left-hander they go, a spoon here, Jim. This is a great little battle up front.
Yes.
Is Sebi Lip waiting for the final lap? And I've just been told it's a 9-time champion. We're trying to figure out. And it's inert now. What does inert mean, Mr. Gonzalez?
He's going to tell you to Google it.
Yeah, probably. But you try Googling while you're trying to call a race, and we've got 2 leaders side by side at the moment. Lippy's on the left, Edwards is on the right. Lip can't go through. Buson sat there waiting for these 2 to go and have a collision. The Lion himself and the man, the tractor driver from Somerset, is now running in, tucked in 3rd place. It's the final lap of the race at the moment in time. Edwards' white flag are waving. Lippy's dives to the right-hand side. Bruson's going to look at as well. He pulls out, backs off here. Edwards runs it in deep. Lip can't get through the right-hander. Buson closes up at an SR8. It's now an 8, it's a 10, and it's these three going at it. Up through the snake at the moment. Just there, look at that Mike Buson. Look at it, Libby. Look at Edwards in front. Who's going to come out on top? Lip just got that all wrong. He literally just got the anti-bank through the snake all wrong there. Now up through Dunlop. Buson's closed in right behind him at the moment. Here as well. He's coming through Dunlop. Now on the exit of Dunlop into Degner 1. And it's Edwards, it's Lip, it's Buson. Last lap battle, Jim.
Yeah, this is getting hot and heavy, man. Lip keeps getting off the track here like we just saw, but it's for some reason Buson cannot take advantage of it.
Definitely not at the moment. Now in through the hairpin they go. It's going to be a run through 200R down through Spoon. It's an acronym for Insert Name Racing Team. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I knew that.
Sure.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. Bavera's got a penalty. He's been a naughty boy, probably on old incident points there for Bavaro. He's got a penalty. I'm not quite sure how he's going to handle that on the final lap. He's going to end up right down at the bottom.
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
It's a 40-second penalty, but it's now Sebi Lip, Simon Edwards, final run. Through the left-hander they go now at 130R. Is it going to be a battle into Casio? Lip runs it wide. He's going to hold on. Edwards takes the inside line. Lippy's going to try and go 2x2 through Casio. Edwards has got the run out. He's got it all a little bit wrong, but it is going to be Simon Edwards. He's going to take the lead in race number 1. It's a winner, chicken dinner for Mr. Edwards. Over the line he goes in the SR10. Sebi Lip sitting in second place. Mike Buson in the SR8's in third. Then it's Kim Andre Bjorkulen coming in in fourth. I thought that final lap would have been a little bit more spicy there, Jim. I feel like I've had a korma instead of a vindaloo.
Oh, that was a good solid battle, though, man. I mean, those guys were, basically nose to tail the entire race there. I mean, that was 8 laps of going at it hard. Nobody made a big mistake. I think that was the key there. Nobody gave the opportunity to anyone else. Apparently, Bjorklund is getting rid of those old tires.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to speed it up. There's Webby come over the line, just tucked in behind Glover. Mellis and Bird. Ooh, Mellis just about hold on there. Bird in the background. Bavara's got to go in pit lane. Or is he going to come over the line and take a 40? Either way, honest.
Yeah, well, at this point, I don't think he could go into pit lane anyway and get rid of it. So I think he's stuck with the penalty.
Over the line. Yeah, he's over the line. 40 seconds done.
Yep. So, all right, we're in the warm-up session. Let's take a look at the results from that. I've got the newest results thing up here. Let's see if it's going to work. I never had a chance to check it, so we'll see.
We'll lose the dash down in the bottom right.
Yep, I'm getting that off there now, but apparently the new results are not going to work. Let's see.
Look at that black screen.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Well,
yeah, don't worry, everybody, if you're at home, you haven't just gone blind.
Yeah, well,
we've got a little techie issues. We'll bring up the old results.
We got it right here. There we go.
Let's do
well,
this.
I don't know why it's showing multiple. It's showing multiple heat races. That's really weird.
Heat number 1. That's what we want.
I think that's what. I think that's where the problem came in, because it's showing heat number 2 as well.
Now, Simon Edwards was your winner with Sebastian Lip in second. Mike Buson takes the win in the SR8. Then it's Kim Andre Bjorklund, Josh Reed, Bruno Vitorino, Robert Woodward. Well, Josh Reed and Vitorino had a quiet one with Bjorklund. Didn't we see them? There was Robert Woodward, Heinz Braun, Patricio Silva, Felix Simoes, Phil Glover. You're in to 11th. Then Steve Webb rounds out the podium in the SR8. So Paolo Brem, Ollie Gullickson, Ray Peasley, Stefan Mellis, Jamie Bird, and Dominic Pavera tucked in there in the final place here as well. So going to keep it interesting. How long we got left to warm up?
We have, we're at a minute 35. So we got about 4 seconds, 3.5 minutes. Let's see. Let's pull up the first session state.
It's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh, well, then we're almost there.
Yeah, we'll lose the results off your screen.
Yep.
So we can have a look here. And Jamie Bird out on the racetrack. Don't worry, JPB on the front of his car does not mean us. It's some. Just to let you know. So there we go. We've got Jim talking to himself in the background. I'm sure he forgets that people could hear him.
No,
You know
I do talk to myself. I have to turn to myself for expert advice sometimes. So, that's...
And you rely on yourself.
I do rely on myself. It's kind of frightening.
You're better off dropping me a text, to be honest, Jim. I'm probably, you know what I mean? Here as well. Right, let's bring you up the grid.
You don't
two.
respond all the time. That's the problem.
Oh, I always respond. I give you cues every day. Felix Mose is in first place after the reverse grid with Patricio Gomez Silva in second. And then in third, it's Heinz Braun with Robert Woodward rounding out the top four. Then on from that, it is Bruno Vitorino and Josh Reed, two people that went unnoticed. Mason won. And so did Kim Andre Bjortland. Mike Buson rounds out the eighth, of course, and the final part of the reverse is Sebastian Lipp and Simon Edwards. Moving on from that, we've got Phil Glover. He's alongside the Orange Army of Stevie Webb, then Paolo Bremen, Ollie Gullickson. Going quick now, look at that. Ray Peasley and Stefan Mellis in 15th and 16th. I might be able to breathe in a minute. Jamie Bird and Dominic Pavera down in 17th and 18th. Obviously, Pavera, I believe, got the penalty. Robert Nobles and Emmanuel Mendica did not start in race number one. Lights are on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of all ages. Felix Mose is on pole position. It's a green. There was not a start for Robert Woodward. He didn't go anywhere. Look at the left-hand side. Heinz Braun's locked that car up. They're 3 and 4 wide going down into turn number one. At the moment here as well, they're still 3 wide. It's still argy-bargy, but Braun's going to avoid it all. With multiple changes going on here. Literally multiple. We'll run through them all once they settle down, but in through the snake they go. And at the moment, it is Heinz Braun leading the way. Sebastian Lipp sitting there at the moment in the middle. But currently, Braun has done a runner. He's done a bunk at the moment, and he's moved. He's bring up the full tower. Everybody has swapped and changed all around positions at the moment as well. And we'll be able to see what went on at the start. You can see Woodward's got a penalty. He jumped the start. Mellis has jumped the start. Mendica didn't even take to the start. He didn't want to. Then we've got Braun out in front, but Reed in second. Samoze in third. Then Bjorklund and Buson's managed to find his way up into fifth. Up 3 places. Biggest mover and shaker. Jamie Bird down in 11th. Up 6 places. That was chaotic at the beginning.
Yes, that one definitely took off a little bit chaotic for sure.
Absolutely. There you go. Short and sweet from Jim. Who needs to talk any longer? Hey, fine. You know what I mean? I've only got one voice. Don't worry about it. Yeah, at the same time, these guys, Robert Nobles, having a nice little bit of a ding-dong. He's got Ray Beasley in and around him, and in around that is Bird and Glover. They've just swapped places a little bit further up. Edwards is trying to make a move at the moment, but still stuck in behind Mr. Lipp, who's got Vitorino and Silva, and Buson in front of him. Buson is bolted away here. Could this be a win for the SR8 with Mike Buson? Vitorino and Silva running side by side. Lippy's got nowhere to go in the middle at the moment. Through 130R, he does clear at the moment there as well. Poor old Silva's gone down a couple of positions. Oh, big lockup.
Josh Reed, big lockup.
Yeah, there was more smoke coming out of him than there is at a local vape shop. I can tell you that much at the moment. And poor old Mr. Reed is going to have flat tyres. Now he's on a run down into turn number one. He's going to get eaten up faster than a Big Mac at McDonald's. Poor old Josh Reed's going to lose a couple of positions here, I think, because coming at him at the moment it is Lippy. He's just cleared him as well. Great little battles going on here, Jim.
All over the place, yeah. There's several little packs now that are battling each other.
Absolutely. See, I don't even have time to take a drink. Short and sweet, who needs any input out of Jim? You know what I mean?
You want me just to start rambling? I can do that for you if you like.
Honestly, it's fine, Jim. I didn't want to drink at all throughout this race. Honestly. You carry on there, son.
I'm tough. I'm here to toughen you up a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
plus, people say you like to hear yourself talk anyway, so they're, you know.
Mate, I've been on enough broadcasts. I don't even need to hear myself. You know what I mean? I don't even watch myself back. So, as well. Oh, not that one, but some great action taking place. Bjorklund there has made that move past
Buson, look at this.
Yeah, poor old Samoze has gone down a couple. Buson's going to have a go at him as well. Through the hairpin there. Mike Buson now, it's going to be the run through the right-hander at the moment at 130R. Before 200R, sorry, before they go down into Spoon. We'll lose the logo up in the right-hand side in a minute as well. But it is Mike Buson tucked in currently at this moment in time. Felix Samoze trying to hold on through the left-hander. Buson waving the Union Jack currently at the moment. Let's see how long that's going to last. But as he goes on the run down that back stretch, now coming into 130R, Mike Buson Tucked in right behind Felix Samos at the moment. Bjorklund 1.9 at the moment. Up the Braun is 1.9 up the road. Buson and Samos are not very far with Bjorklund at all. But Lippy's making another move here as well. He's having a go at Josh Reed through the right-hander. He gets through Casio, left, right. Now out through the right-hander it goes. Now it's down to Edwards. Is he going to have a go at Josh Reed down into turn one, Jim?
I believe he is. And, well, like you said, Jamie Bird is he's closing up on this group, too. He's up 8 spots already, and he's definitely on the move right now. Bill Glover back here getting his elbows out a little bit as well.
Yeah, he's having to go with Silver at the moment. Great job from him. Silver down 9 places, though. Robert Woodward's had some drama. That's put him in pit lane with Stephen Mellis. I'm not quite sure what went on with them two. But whatever it was, there was more drama in there than there was in the episode of Frick.
Robert Nobles is he's on the move too. He's up 6 spots. Obviously had trouble in that first race, so started at the back of the pack here, but doing well, moving up.
Yeah, sitting there, Dr. Pepper livery at SR10. Very good old Diet Coke.
No, Dr. Pepper. You know, Dr. Pepper's from Texas, same place I'm from. So
it's too sweet, bro. You might chew on a
well, I'm not surprised that you think that. You know, we definitely like things on the sweeter side for sure in America.
Absolutely. Samos and Buson side by side. Buson cannot clear Samos. Through to 100R he goes. Now coming in. Look at that tree. Doesn't
that
it
was
look amazing?
Beautiful, wasn't it?
A beautiful tree. Beautiful
it's
tree.
Springtime in Japan. I'm looking for where are the cherry blossoms?
You know, props to Jim there, the cameraman, for showing us the tree. Because you haven't recently outside of your window. Buson's now having a go at Samos down the back stretch. I'm tired, Jim. I've drunk far too much coffee. I feel very hyper this evening as well. I think I'm going to coffee crash towards the end of this race, I can tell you that much. But Buson doing a great job. How long is he going to be able to hold up Mr. Sebastian Lippin behind him? He needs to clear Felix Smo, and he needs to clear him really quickly. He's got to put that car in between him and Lippy, otherwise Lip's going to go through without much of an issue here. Eva, thanks so much if you have joined us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing. Comment if you are in YouTube chat as well, like Mr. LeMay and Mr. Inert there. And Lip does go through. The speed of the SR10 got him there, Jim.
It did, yeah. And just, you know, carrying that down, and had a little draft as well, so that certainly didn't hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Lippy coming in behind Buson, cleared him going down into number 1. Buson's now going to have a go up Snake. They go. Then through the left-hander of Dunlop. Currently sitting in front of them is Felix Samo on board with Buson now. Tucked in on that run through Dunlop on the exit. Now he's coming into Degner 1. We don't know where he's going to break. He can't see it. He pulls out, tries to find it. Now through Degner 1. It goes a little bit slow. Lippy jumps the curb. Now through the right-hander here as well. And it is Buson on the nose at the moment. Literally running up to the hairpin. Lips making progress. Edwards 1.6 back. Reed and Vitorino are swap places. Reed's got the job done. There he is in the background. I'm not quite sure. Dark purple car, I suppose. Radio gives him a flash of the lights there. And Jamie Bird closing in up 8 places at the moment.
Yeah, Reed's got that kind of chrome purple car with the Scottish X on it. But yeah, he's. I actually really like that paint job. I like the louder the better. But yeah, I tell you what's surprising me up front here though is Lip has made numerous minor mistakes over the course of both these races, off tracks, catching curbs, awkward, and Buson just cannot get by him. It's you know, it really does seem like the SR10s are stronger here. I think possibly the weight penalty they put on the SR8s, you know, could be a bit much. Obviously, if you look at the results from the last race, we had 2 SR8s in the top 10, I think, and the rest of them were all kind of clustered down at the bottom of the pack.
Absolutely.
That's short and sweet. Talk about short and sweet.
Hey, listen, I'm only just impersonating you, Jim. I was asked to. I got a text message from Paul LeMay that said, "Now do it in the gym."
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That wouldn't surprise me that Paul would say that. He says he likes my dulcet tones, is what.
Yeah, but you do realise he wears hearing aids, right?
I don't. No, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
No.
he wears hearing aids, so you could just sound like anything you want as it pulls in, couldn't you, really?
Yes.
I'm only joking, Paul. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only playing. Like, all DMs directed.
Well, there we go. That's an interesting shot.
Yeah, looking back there from Felix Mo at Mike Buson on it. See him come around, to be honest with you. Into the hairpin
there we go.
Lips made a mistake there as well. Tucked in behind Bjorklund at the moment. Kim Andre Bjorklund out in second place. They're trying to chase down Braun. Braun's got 2.8 up the road. And I think if he keeps it on track, he could be a winner there as well. Seb is no slug. I know he's a slug, dude. You know what I mean? He ain't a tortoise.
Clearly not. Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah, he's in a Ferrari, and poor old Mike's in a Robin Lion. You know what that is? Don't use Google. But there we go. Nobles and Bird are locked in a battle here as well. Great little fight in from the inside, but it is looking at Bjorklund battle, Jim, if we can, with Lipsamos and Buson. Literally less than about a half a second between the three of them. Even the four of them down in the Casio at the moment through the right-hander. Bjorklund holds on just about, but Lippy's coming at the moment. I tell you what, he's going to get hold of him, I think, on that run down into turn one. On board with Sebastian Lipp we go. Tucked in behind Bjorklund. Bjorklund's hugging the white line tighter than his favourite grandma. There was another acronym I could have used, but I didn't want to get in trouble because George's YouTube chat. Into turn number one he goes. Through he goes there as well. On the exit, Kim Andre Bjorklund holds on for Sebi Lipp, but for how long, Jim? That's going to be the question.
Man, I tell you what, it just seems so tough for these cars to pass each other, but the 10s probably have a better chance of passing each other with the draft, so we'll see. Lipp is fast, obviously. I mean, he tore it up last race there, and he's clearly moving towards the front. Bjorklund's having a much more exciting race than the last one. They kind of went unnoticed in that last race a little bit, but he's up here making a little noise this one.
Yeah, absolutely tucked in, but now for how long at this moment in time is Kim Andre Bjorklund going to hold on? He's got that Viking Norwegian
there it goes.
And round goes Libby on the right. He's going to try the outside into the hairpin. Bjorklund's going to squeeze him. He cuts his nose off. Buson locks up, spins it, coming out the hairpin. Too much gas there, Mikey. You're not in a tractor, my son. You're not in a John Deere. You're in an SR8, and you just got and lost it. Lipp's going to try and dive up the inside into Spoon at the moment here as well. Forces Bjorklund out. They give each other a little bit of a kiss. Bjorklund comes back, kisses the rear end. Now it's a mover on the run down the back stretch at the moment. A great top of that stand there. Look at that roof. Now Bjorklund tries, he's going to come back at him again. Lippy's on the right, Bjorklund's on the left. Felix Simo's tucked in, almost hugging the draft there as well. He's keeping close eyes on Lipp's rear end. But I can tell you now, Lips just got done by Bjorklund down through the backstretch, through 130R, and then into Casio they go. Bjorklund still holding on here, Jim, but for how long?
Man, what a battle this is turning out to be. I tell you what, all this fighting, though, is bringing Simon Edwards to the party, and I'm pretty sure they don't want Simon. They didn't invite Simon to this party intentionally.
No, 154 for 338. 8 should be 0.2 seconds faster than the 10s. Well, that's because the 10s are absolutely annihilating the 8s on the straights at the moment. The 8s have got it into the corners there. No offence, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but not looking like that's correct. Well, because the 8s just can't keep up.
So I think part of the problem is Simon does the balance on these two cars, and actually Simon prefers and is faster in the 8 than he is in the 10. But for whatever reason, he drives the 10s on the regular basis. But he's actually faster, he's told me on numerous occasions, in the 8. And so I think sometimes he can drive that 8 better than, you know what I mean? Like he balances it for him. So, what happened with Lip?
Slow down.
Oh, my goodness. That was a big one.
Yeah, he had to pull out a Degnan 1 and slowed that car down there as well. But Kim Andre Bjorklund's got a bit of a breather now as well. He's got 6 tenths back to Felix Simo. Edwards tucked in behind him. Lips tucked in behind that. Then there's Josh Reed, Bruno Vitorino, and Mike Buson. Buson made the mistake coming out the hairpin. He put too much gas through his right foot. Bjorklund and Lip have swapped places. Something's happened to Kim Andre Bjorklund. He's gone down the order. He's lost a place to Felix Simo. He's lost a place to Simon Edwards. He's lost a place to Sebi Lip. And Kim, after defending stoutly, harder than the Norwegian Viking. He unfortunately has come a cropper. Edwards has now moved himself into second place. He's cleared Felix Samo. Can we have a look back and see what happened to Kim, please? I got a funny feeling he lost it there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where it happened at here.
Well, find Kim Andre's name and look for Simon Edwards overtaking him and then click on it.
You think that would be it, huh?
Promise. Go forwards to Kim Andre Bjorklund.
That should have been Kim right there.
Yeah, there he is. Watch. Coming into Spoon.
Oh, little
goes
lock
into the
up.
hairpin. Yeah, watch. Keep watching, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be into Spoon. Bjorklund's going to go off in a big cloud of dust here. Through the right-hander he goes of 200 up. Now watch this for Kim Andre Bjorklund. The back end's going to go. There you go. Slide. Off goes Kim Andre, loses all them places. Told you, Jim. Trust me.
You know what's going on. See, I should call you for expert advice. If we weren't on different time frames, it would be great.
Absolutely.
I often need expert advice when you're sleeping. That's the problem.
Yeah, don't call me then. I'll tell you to politely Foxtrot Oscar. So there we go. The 10 is just a better car. I don't know. I think I don't know. I've driven both, to be honest with you, and I hate the 10. The 8 I could do so much more with. The engine braking on the 8 superior.
George.
I think you should just let these loose here as well, George. I think they should go at 100 and 100 and see what comes out on top. Because I can tell you what, it doesn't matter if the 10's in the hands of Simon Edwards. I bet you the 8 of Buson does it there as well. So let them loose, George. Let them loose. We've got.
I will say this: having driven both these cars quite a bit, I would say, to me, the SR8 is a more enjoyable car to drive. And I think that Simon would agree with that. I think that it handles better and the power to weight ratio on the car is better. I think that the 10 is potentially overpowered, as we see Vittorino getting by Jamie Bird here on the straightaway.
Yeah, there's the power of the 10. Look at that.
Yep, he had too much power. He ran off the track.
Yeah. He ain't got 0.2 seconds. Bird's later on the brakes. Bird manages to hold on. Vittorino backs out, but we've still got Lip and Simoes battling away with Simon Edwards a little bit further up. Now it's Simoes down in fourth. Lips managed to get his way into third place with Edwards in second. Nobody can get near Braun. Braun's only got 4 more laps.
Yeah,
he's got a 4.6 second gap. He last time out 54.789, 54.773 for Edwards. It ain't enough. I can tell you that much, and I don't do maths very often. I'll take my socks off, but I can tell you 1/10 over a lap is not enough to catch up Heinz Braun. But there we go. All down to what Edwards and Lip and Simoes going to be able to do. Buson's trying to get onto the back of Reed at the moment as well. He's got 3.2. I don't think Buson's going to get there either. I think it could be Josh taking in the SR8s here.
Yeah, Buson had an issue earlier where he locked up really hard. I saw it in the background, and I think that might have cooked his tires a little bit. Did you like the side of that mountain there? I tried to get you a good shot of that.
Absolutely. Each opinion to each one. Says George.
Right.
Do you know what? That is George avoiding any form of conversation or debate. It's easier if he just sits on the fence and pulls splinters out of his bottom.
No, I think I don't think he's sitting on the fence at all. He's quite handily standing in the backyard of the SR10 for sure. He loves that car.
No. He ain't so much better. Edwards now battling away. Lippy's going to go and get him. And again, I feel like I've just had deja vu. Where's that black cat? He's run past me. Because I can tell you this much. Sebastian Lipp is closing into the back of Simon Edwards once more. It's round number 2. Here, ladies and gentlemen, in a battle for the Radicals Radical Race Series. Through Casio we go. And Edwards leading Lip once more with Simoes in the background. But they ain't leading the race. It's Heinz Braun who absolutely massacred the start, got away off the line, absolutely flying down in turn 1, got the job done for Heinz Braun. There we go, done, dusted.
He hasn't been part of any of these battles. That's the thing. He was ahead of all of that, and these guys have been fighting so hard. I mean, and we've had so many changes from second back to fourth and fifth that I think that he's just pulled away in the process. He's just up there cruising on a Sunday, or in this case, a Monday evening drive.
Well, that's good, considering we're on a Thursday.
Oh, it is Thursday.
It is Thursday. What are you on?
Well, I probably shouldn't have had all those edibles, but that's another story. No,
oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Hold up. George, George, it's not over. 10 is a flight simulator and 8 is a plane in GTA. Yeah, I agree with you. But 8 is, the 10 is not a, is no such thing as a flight simulator. They're all game. Let's just put it that way. Well, Simon Edwards is having a go.
Oh, God. You really are trying to stir them up tonight.
Oh, it's a game. You
So
sit
I
on it
guess
and you play it.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, F1. So what? Is F1 a simulator because it's got cars in it and you drive it around a circuit? Is it? No, it's a game.
You talking about the game or the real?
Nope. F1.
I would argue that F1 is a game.
Oh, what's the difference?
I
I can change a wing on my F1 car. I can change a wing in iRacing. I can change my tyres in
that's
F1.
true.
I can change my tyres in iRacing. I can set how fast I want to go in F1, and I can set how fast I go in iRacing. What's the difference?
That's a good question. I would say, you're funny. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Cricket.
Yeah.
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
I would say that the feedback and that you get from the simulation is different in iRacing or Le Mans Ultimate than it is in something like F1. I think that the more accurately displays like tire wear and the effects of certain, overheating your tires and things like that, much more so than something like F1 does.
F1's got a nice little graphic where my tyres go green and blue if they're cold, and then they go
so
green
does Le
if
Mans
they're-
Ultimate, but you don't do that one either. So,
But at the end of the day, they're still the same. Ladies and
They're
gentlemen,
still a
I don't
game?
care. They're still a game. They're still a game.
You can
I gotta
die
be
on
honest,
that
it
hill.
is-
I'm gonna.
Hey, listen, I play NFL, but it doesn't make me an American football star, does it?
Okay, point taken.
You know what I mean?
Nah, you're right.
I play tennis. It doesn't mean I'm Roger Federer. On the Wii,
Well,
I
you're
was in the
kind of
living
like
room
Roger
swinging.
Federer. You're old and kind of semi-retired. You know what you used
I'd
to
like
be.
to point
Anyway.
out you're older than me.
I
Anyway,
am older than
on
you.
that one. You are.
Yeah, I'm more
Libby's
like
going
Jimmy.
side
I'm more
by
like Jimmy
side.
Connors.
Exactly. Libby's got Andre
Oh,
Agassi.
off the track
Lip
again.
Yeah, they were side by side going in. Spoon didn't quite make it through there. Lip's going to close all over him. We've got 2 laps to go. Lip's got the momentum coming in through Spoon through the back stretch. They go. Lip's on the right-hand side. He's got that inside line for Cassio. If he can just hold it on through the outside at the moment through 130R. He can't hold on. Edwards chops his nose off there as well. And now Libby, no, cannot get there. F1 has ghost mode when you crash, right? Have you seen pit lane on iRacing?
Exactly.
It's
That's
exactly
true.
the same.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, you're not going to lose. You're not going to win, George. I tell you. You need to have
So, real quick story. Le Mans Ultimate, the first time I played it, I pitted in a race, and I did not know that you didn't have the ghost mode on pit road, right? And I just went and just ran right into this guy on pit road and destroyed both cars.
So, are you saying Le Mans Ultimate is more realistic than iRacing because it has ghost mode?
I would say that. I'm not going to say it because of that. I actually prefer. I prefer Le Mans Ultimate over iRacing. I really do. And so does, to be fair, our buddy John McCutcheon is a big Le Mans Ultimate guy too. I like it better myself. I think it feels more realistic, but that's just me.
And that gamer.
Yeah, well, I am a gamer. I'm just a very old gamer.
Starting to decipher what is a game and what is at the moment in time nothing simulated. They're all games. So there you go. I play Resident Evil. Doesn't mean I'm a ghost. You know what I mean? Let's be real about it. As well.
You saying because you play Black Ops, you're not a special
I'm
forces?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a top secret government agent who runs around a big old field and goes and plays battle royales. That's what I am as well. Anyway, moving on because we've got racing taking place at the moment here after me and Jim's got off actually more. There we go. On the backstretch we go. Sebastian Lipp on board with him now, still chasing down Edwards. Can't get Edwards off that inside line going into Cassio. You've got to send it, son. You've got to lick it and send it. Lick it, send it. Send it harder than my postman. I think post my letters through hard, partly due to the fact that my dog wants to bite his hand off, so you've got no option. Right, here we go. On through the final lap. Heinz Braun out in front. We have see much of him. He's there. Look, high horns, you're winning. Crack on, son. Edwards and Lip, though, is going to be where the battle is for this final lap here.
Let's not forget Smose. He's in there too, all up in the middle of that battle.
I don't want to be rude to Felix. I don't know if he quite got the gusto to go and just send it on the by the Lip here. Lip's got a little bit more for him. I've got to be honest there. I think Lip's got a little bit, but he's sat in behind Edwards currently at the moment. Braun's going to take this win in 10, well, quite easily. Reed's going to take the win in the 8th, well, bar any major dramas. Booson's going to get that 2nd place. And I think Bird's going to grab the 3rd because he's ahead of Glover there as well, and Webb. So, you know, Mellis is in pit lane. He's been boy. Heinz Braun out in front through the right-hander coming into the hairpin now as well. Let us know your opinions on this. Watch this back. Ranting about a game or a simulator. Let me know. Always like a good old controversial discussion. I do like to point out that John McGutchinson does also call it a game. He's tucked in, he couldn't get through, the door was closed. McGutchinson also calls it a game, and he's at 7 KI rating. I'd like to point out anybody below that who calls it a simulator, your opinion is valid as well. Right, through the right-hander we go. Now into the spoon for the final time here. Sebastian Lip and Simon Edwards. Lippy's on the outside at the moment. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he hit him.
Oh, he's hit him. Lips hit him. On the brakes, Felix Smose. Oh, Lippy,
they all ended up crashing and slowing up there, so they all almost ended up back in the same order. Where's Braun?
Let's grab Heinz Braun in through Casio. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a racing driver. Exactly, George. You play iRacing. You must be a racing driver. Heinz Braun through the final corner he goes. Here as well. He takes the winner for Heinz Braun. He won that from the start. His start was epic. Edwards comes over the line in 2nd place here. And then Bjorklund managed to grab himself a cheeky little 3rd there after everybody else went and crashed. Samosa's run out of fuel. He's chugging down to the line. He's in places.
Josh Reed with the win in the SR8. It's a great run from Josh Reed, by the way. Fantastic. I mean, I haven't seen much of him, but yeah, that was a nice run out of him.
Absolutely. Great job from Josh coming over, everybody else coming over the line as well. That's what I mean, George. Where do we draw the line? You know what I mean? Where do we draw the line? I play Fortnite. It doesn't mean I'm an expert shooter. Real about it. Yeah,
you play Fortnite? I think every other argument that you just presented is invalid just finding out that you're a Fortniter, okay?
Dude, I'm not a Fortniter. I just literally play it because me and my mate play it. It's a bit of fun. We have a laugh and a joke and we play. And his wife comes and joins us. Mind you, she's absolutely shocking. Love you, Gemma Jones. You are shocking. And is normally running off in the opposite direction. You know what I mean? Cries when she dies.
Cries when she dies.
Because it's easy. Like, you know, games like I'm playing a new Resident Evil Requiem at the moment. I can't think a lot about that. And if I put headset on and turn my light off, it scares the living daylights out of me. Zombies everywhere. You know what I mean? It's just Fortnite is a game that you don't really have to think about. Go on and shoot.
All right, let's see. Let's try one more. Let's get all this stuff off the screen here, and let's see if we can. I'm going to try one more time to see if I solved the results issue. I did not resolve the results issue. So we'll go to the other results. And here we go. Right? Yep, I did. It just still didn't. I'll have to figure it out.
Heinz Braun takes the win. He won it from start to finish there as well. With the logos out at the top right as well. Simon Edwards in 2nd and Kim Andre Bjorklund in 3rd. Josh Reed takes the win in the SR8 with Mose in 5th. Mike Buson battles his way back up into 6th place there for the SR8. Sebastian Lip down in 7th after a collision. Simon Edwards. Bruno Vinorino down in 8th place. Jamie Bird rounds out the podium for the SR8. Phil Glover gets the top 10. Great job from him. Steve Webb and Robert Noble. Silver, 13th. Robert Wood, 14th. We've got Ollie Golickson, Ray Peasley, Paolo Bremer, and Dominic Pavera a little bit further down. Let's have a quick chat. As always, we do with our Mr. Motion Simulator VR expert. Doesn't dentist at Suzuka, Mr. Phil Glover. Phil, welcome in.
Now then, you're a bit quiet, James.
Well, that's your end, dude. I'm shouting down the microphone. I don't know what else you want me to do.
Speaking of that, Phil, you're loud right there yourself right now.
Yeah,
am I?
That's all right. No, I get you. You just do your thing.
I'm still in the car, that's the thing.
How was your race?
Right, well, 2nd race, I enjoyed it. It was great. 1st race, somebody tagged me and I had damage, so I think I finished where I could possibly finish on that one. But, yeah, 2nd race, what position did I get 2nd?
10.
Yeah.
10th. Oh, okay. I thought I was doing better than that, but never mind. That's still okay. How many did we have in it?
20.
20. Decent turnout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Phil,
great.
did you had who was that you were kind of in the second race there? You two were bouncing off each other there a little bit, or was that in the first race?
First race, him and Robert Woodward.
Was it Woodward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Robert did apologise for that. I think he hit me on the first lap or something. And then I was having a good battle with Steve Webb on and off.
Oh,
so the difference in the cars you can tell between I've got the straight line pace and he's got the stuff around the corners, so and the braking. But no, it's good. I quite like Suzuka.
Absolutely. Where we going next week, Phil?
Jim, I told Jim earlier, so I don't feel I need to tell you, James.
You sent me the schedule, and it says that we're going to Sonoma in the United States.
Yeah, I'm pleased you remembered.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well done, Phil. I'm proud of you. Listen, son, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Well, I'd love to give a shout out to Ray Peasley. It's been about 4 years since I've seen Ray, so it's fantastic to see him back on the grid and still a happy soul as he always was.
Absolutely. Phil, take care, buddy. Catch up with you next week at Sonoma.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, see you later. Bye.
Bye. Right, I'm going to bring in Mr. Steve Webb into the booth. Steve, if I'm quiet, turn me up, son. It's your end. Hope you are well, dear sir. How are you?
Yeah, suffering a little bit because on Tuesday after the SR8, I had to have a medical procedure on the Tuesday evening, and I really did not think I was going to make it, so I was quite surprised tonight, to be truthful with you.
All right, mate. Does it involve you sitting on a cushion?
Was it what? Sorry.
Does it involve you sitting on a cushion?
I'm always sat on a blooming cushion.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, bless you, old man, there as well.
Good evening,
poor
Jim.
Thing, you were sick for 2 weeks or more there, and then now this procedure. I didn't know you were racing that hard in the SR8s that you caused yourself to have a medical procedure out of it. Man, I'm telling you, you got to let go of that wheel when you hit the wall next time.
Oh, you can't. It's like hanging on for grim death. And it was like tonight, I just felt like a turnip kicker. It's probably an expression that you've never heard, a turnip kicker.
That's not.
No, I was just bouncing over curbs and I had to put loads of wing on to get the thing to go around and and then the first race, obviously that honour incident, I ran so wide in the gravel to avoid the incident, but I got tagged by the car coming back across and gave me wheel damage. So I was surprised I managed to get it to the end in third, to be truthful with you.
Well, you did a great job there, Steve, anyway, buddy. Listen,
Thank
I'll
you.
catch up with you soon. I'm sure I will. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, just all the guys. Really enjoyed tonight. I know it was been hard work, but really enjoyed it. And of course, you two for your fantastic commentary.
Oh, you chose your words carefully there, Steve Webb, didn't you?
I had to.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
I bet you did. All right, mate. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Take care, bud.
Good evening. Thank you. Bye, Jim.
Good evening, Steve. See you.
Right, let's have a catch up with your race 2 winner, Mr. Heinz Braun. He got off the line like an absolute rocket. And then he just went for a Sunday drive round Suzuka and managed to hold on to a 4.6 second gap. Actually, 6.41 by the end of the race as well after the collisions that took place there from Mr. Edwards. Heinz, welcome in, buddy.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Great race there for number 2.
Yeah, second race was much better than the first one. I was very unlucky with the start in the first one, and then really don't came from the starting point, and I got unfortunately tapped, I think, by Jamie, and after 2 corners, then I got already half of the places back, but that was also not what I've expected from the first race. I just wanted to finish in the first 5 places, but I didn't make to catch up to Robert again. So, and on that point, I got the good starting grid position for the second race, which was, of course, then helping.
Yeah, absolutely. Got off the line like an absolute rocket in race number 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
it felt better. And it looked so because also I think Felix in front of me had some issues because he had wheel spin.
Well, you did a great job there, Heinz. Anyway, looking forward to seeing you next week at Sonoma. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to the community of and to you guys for bringing a good broadcast. I really like or looking forward for Sonoma. It's a track that we don't get often really with the Radical, and I really like it. Don't know if I'm good at it, but I think it will be a fun race. Yeah.
Mate, just go out and practice. You'll be all right, I'm sure. Heinz,
Yep.
pleasure as always.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. And the final interview of the evening is your race 1 winner, Mr. Simon Edwards. Him and Mr. Sebastian Lipp were stuck together like Velcro in race number 1. Decided that once good enough, they were going to go twice, to the point of where Simon got a kiss on the bottom. Let's have a chat with him here as well. Mr. Edwards, welcome in.
That was great fun, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, you two having a right proper ding-dong. Listen, I did wonder. I think
Both
Sebastian
races.
I think Sebastian slowed down there to let you know.
I know he had a slowdown. I saw him clip. He lost the rear for a moment, and then he went across an apex, and I think he must have got a slowdown. So
Yeah.
he took it nicely and didn't hold anybody up. That was great.
Yeah, but I think once you two made contact in race number 2, it looked like he hit the brakes there to try and stop and let you go back through. But anyway, great racing out there anyway.
Yeah, no, I think that was Felix, because because I think Seb spun, didn't he?
No,
So he clipped the back of me, and then I was saving it, and then Felix ran in the back of me as well.
Yes.
Oh, well, you're going to...
Yeah, you talking about on the last lap. He's talking about on the very last lap there.
Oh, was there some other time? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All good racing, mate. Looking forward to Sonoma.
Yeah, I haven't been there for a while. Yeah, it's good.
By the way, thank you for the information. I felt much more enlightened. I even had the luxury of enlightening James, which is really hard to do because he doesn't take information well sometimes.
I thought you were going to say he knows everything anyway.
Well,
I do.
that was a nice way of saying that. Yes, that's what that was. He is still the boss, He still occasionally gives me a check. So
Yeah, never. Don't want to. Anyway, going forward. Simon, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go, bud?
Let's give a shout out to Seb there for that great race. I hope there wasn't contact that I caused there, but we'll see. We'll see.
Nah, we'll see what happens. Well done, Simon. Catch up with you next week, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure here as well. I've been JP, but alongside Jim. Thank you to everybody in YouTube chat. On a serious note, sim racing, grassroots motorsport is a scouting platform. Yeah, so is FIFA. To be honest, get out for all them players. Anyway, on that bombshell, take care. Have a great week. You never know. Track sometime. Good night.